Okay, so we are going to talk about the difference between narcissists and sociopaths and narcissistic sociopaths because there is great difference between the three of them. I'm sure you've heard the term, obviously, heard the term narcissistic personality. You've heard the term sociopath and narcissistic sociopath. Knowing the difference between a narcissist and a sociopath can help you determine who is who. Many psychological disorders can overlap, and there are many sociopaths and narcissistic people who don't fit the definition. But here is the basic difference between a narcissist and a sociopath. When you think of people who may qualify as narcissists, you may imagine someone with a big ego. Someone with a narcissistic personality disorder is described as someone who doesn't care about others, someone who thinks of themselves as themselves only as the best person in the world, and who always needs that validation that they are the aforementioned things. Narcissists are more interested in feeding their ego than making true friends or keeping real relationships. Narcissism lies on a spectrum too, with many types of narcissists around. So, not all narcissists are going to exhibit narcissistic abuse. You may be in a relationship with a narcissist who is quite nice to you. These are known as covert or closet narcissists. There may even be people with just the right amount of narcissism to be healthy and successful. For example, narcissists who aren't too toxic, just maybe people who have really, really high self-esteem. So a sociopath. A sociopath is somebody that has or who has antisocial personality disorder. It's been renamed. They are much more destructive, having no regard for the law or social norms. Sociopaths can be self-destructive as well, and they may do things very, very sporadically. They may be aggressive and get into fights and have a hard time in relationships. Narcissistic relationships were already a challenge, but sociopathic relationships, on the other hand, are tough and rarely last over a year. But sociopaths and narcissists have many similarities. They are all cunning, manipulative, and have a very low self-worth. So many people may say that the differences are irrelevant. Many of sociopaths can have narcissistic personality disorder as well. However, some narcissists may not have a sociopathic tendency. Some narcissists aren't as calculating and cunning as the sociopath is. Of course, many people have both, and there is a form of narcissism that has both, along with paranoia and other symptoms, comorbidities. Malignant narcissists are even tougher to deal with. That is what these people are known as. So what is a narcissistic sociopath? We know that narcissistic personality disorder, we know what that is, and we know what a sociopath is, but what is a narcissistic sociopath? Someone who is a narcissistic sociopath may be hard to live with, and they may even have a hard time taking care of themselves hygiene wise. Dating a narcissist who happens to be a sociopath can be a huge challenge. Someone who has to both tend to be someone with a big ego, and they will exploit people. They may get arrested, get into fights, drive without a driver's license and insurance. They hit the checklist of narcissistic behaviors, as well as behaviors of antisocial personality disorder as well. So dealing with a narcissist is bad enough, but dealing with the narcissistic sociopath is even worse. What's that sociopath's weakness on the final thought? It tends to be themselves. Someone who is a sociopath may have disregard for the rules, which may land them in prison, and they may have a hard time paying the bills, which makes it difficult for them to find and keep a home. These are some interesting facts about the different subsets of narcissism, sociopathy, and psychopathy. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below, and I would love to hear from you.